This was a hot, intense fire.
This time on Timber Titans.
In 24 hours, it grew 10,000 hectares.
72,000 kilograms pushing forward.
Got to be very careful.
Boom.
We got one at a time. It's gonna be a good turn here.
Everything's wrapping up. One last patch to do. You're working a forest. Everything wants to kill you.
Can you tell me something in Chilcolton?
Sanasko Ngozone. Good afternoon. Tŝideldel First Nations have always been progressive, and especially in the logging industry. Like as you can see here, this is a 2017 fire. We harvested what we could. It has a hard time coming back naturally.
Percy co-founded one of the largest community-based logging companies in the Chilcotin, Tŝideldel Enterprises. Incorporated in 1992 with Tolko Industries, Tŝideldel practices sustainable logging on the nation's traditional territory.
Our role as a community-based forest company is to make sure that there's trees for the next generation.
Mill companies, you know, they come and go, right? But communities, they're there forever.
Tŝideldel Enterprise, since its inception, has been focusing on salvage. Middle Lake is a good example. Less a fire salvage.
This was a hot, intense fire. It started off as a small one that crawled around on top of the mountain for a month or so. And in 24 hours, it grew 10,000 hectares.
2023 is officially the worst wildfire season in BC history. Over 2.8 million hectares of forest have already burned.
Middle Lake was part of the Hell-Raving Creek Fire, one of the largest of the 2023 season. After burning for more than 5 weeks, the flames finally subsided 8 months ago.
This is still good timber. There's nothing wrong with this. It's charred on the outside. That's it. The more burnt fiber and burnt trees we harvest, the less green stuff gets taken. It utilizes wood that's not going to be used for anything, right? See, this is what I mean by just it burnt the bark. It just charred it. It never actually burnt the fiber or where they get the 2x4s or the 2x6s from. They'll just bark that in the mill and continue on.
The steep ground and lack of road access in and around Middle Lake means Ryan's crew can only salvage about 2% of the entire burn.
The best is to harvest it right away. The faster you can move on it, the better. The more it stands, it dries out, it rots.
Tŝideldel runs a conventional machine-based logging operation. The bunchers cut the charred timber and lay it down in piles. Skidders drag the logs up the steep slope to the road for processing. The processors limb and cut the logs to spec. And they're loaded onto trucks for the treacherous 35-kilometer haul down the block road.
It's not an area for rookies.
Coming into the first switch back here. That's the tight corner. Gotta take these corners really right, and then watch your trailer come around the corner behind you. Holy Dinah, this is rough.
It's steep. It's rocky. It's very narrow around the lake.
Get our nose out towards the lake as much as we can to avoid hitting the side of the cliff with our trailer. And I'm looking down in the lake to see if I can see any fish.
Our guys are experienced. For us, it's normal. This week, they're calling for 35, 36. This place here is pretty dry.
The extreme heat, mixed with the ash and soot, takes a toll on the machines.
Hey, you guys still hear me in the bush there?
Dude. Shut down. service up. We're on early shift. We'll start at 3 in the morning. Yeah, you bet.
The crew will switch to early shift to avoid working in the scorching afternoon sun.
We switched to early shift just to be safe. The machines don't like to heat.
That's all from the burnt wood, yeah. The black soot goes on the rad and that plugs it all up. It heats up the machine, it'll overheat and might catch on fire, especially with all your hydraulic oil.
As a precaution, machines are blown out once a week.
Nice and clean for another day.
Good work today, boys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys bright and early? Yeah. Have a good one.
Thanks, Blake.
Yep. Right. That's good. It's going to be a good turn here.
150 kilometers north of Vancouver.
Yeah, he's back already. Like, he's just kicking off.
Integrated Operations is nearing the end of their single stem harvest in the Spilkumton Community Forest.
Minute 46 that time. Think about that. He's able to get that piece of wood, grab onto it, snap it off a stump, and fly it all the way back down to the landing under 2 minutes time.
That's what we want to see.
For 3 weeks, Integrated has been selectively harvesting hydroelectric poles. Having completed the climbing and jigging phases of the operation, they're deep into the final phase. Snap and fly heli logging. But their time with the K-Max is running out.
The K-Max is in really high demand. It's needed by a lot of other companies. So we only get it for a short amount of time, and then it's got to move on. So we got to make hay.
So it's got to be pretty dialed in. Minute 38 seconds that time.
Kind of pushing down a little bit more than I would like. So we're gonna head back up towards the pad.
On the ground, Integrated rookie Seamus works with the clearing crew.
So when you're clearing, you're following the helicopter, and then you're physically going to every single stump to get eyes on the stump and verify that the stem's gone.
Each stump is marked with paint and cataloged.
I'm crossing out on the map and then recording in the notebooks. Ideally, all the stems have been flown and they're all gone.
Clearing is a super important part of the job. We need to make sure that every tree we cut gets flown.
Hey, Leroy. So I got a misstem for you here. It's gonna be side hill, climbers left.
Come grab it.
Clearing crew supervisor Jake is in constant contact with K-Max pilot Leroy.
Leroy, like, he's really good. You know, he'll find the wood, but, you know, there's things that get missed. It's gonna be off your 12, 50 meters. He does his best to get them all, but it could be a 100-foot stem underneath a 200-foot tree. He's not gonna be able to see that. So we have to clock him in. Grapple should be pretty close to over top of it now. It's gonna be off your 3 o'clock. As soon as he flies over it, that rotor wash from his helicopter might move that fir tree enough to be able to see the ribbon. Rotor wash creates the lift for the helicopter, but on the ground, it creates essentially a tube of wind that can blow trees over, can knock limbs out of trees. Nice work. Thanks, Leroy. A tree's gonna fall. That snag there, it's gonna fall over right now. So I gotta be aware when you're doing this. You're working a forest. Think about it like everything wants to kill you. Hey, Seamus, did you hear that? Just make sure you keep your head up straight. Be aware that the helicopter does knock some stuff around.
Yeah, Raj, I'm just cleaning up a couple and I'll swing down, meet you.
Everyone at Integrated is top of the line. I'm learning an incredible amount. I was trained as a forestry engineer, so I tend to be very detail-oriented, which I think is crucially important out there.
Pink on the bottom, pink up top, not jig.
Seamus spots a stem that was missed during the jigging phase.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Naughty, naughty.
After trees are limbed and topped, jiggers make strategic cuts at the base, so the heavy lift helicopter can snap them off the stump.
In the event that there is a missed stem, you have to jig it and call back the helicopter, and that can really slow you down and be very costly.
Hello, Jake.
Hello.
Yeah, I got an unjigged stem over here.
What stem?
Alpha 75.
Hello.
Is there a best way to get there, Seamus? Or is it just kind of a straight line right to it?
Yeah, pretty much just straight down off the pad there.
Copy.
In the community forest,
I'll head over there now.
Jake hikes out to jig a stem that was missed during the jigging phase.
We try and prep our jiggers properly with data lists and maps, but it's easy for a guy to miss one. But it really hinders us clearing, because then we have to go to a pad, get our saw, get our gear down to the stem, jig it, and then we have to deal with our saw for the rest of the day.
Buongiorno.
Okay, Seamus, you got everything cleared up over there?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, okay, beauty. I'll start jigging.
Sounds good, bud.
Okay.
Along with running Integrated's clearing crew, Jake is an experienced faller and jigger.
Honestly, what I love most about my job is being out in the wilderness. I used to go hiking with my dad a lot. I kind of always liked trees and being in the forest, and being out cutting trees is the life for me. It's easy for a tree to get missed. It's just inefficient for the helicopter, which is the most costly part. He has to fly all the way back up to the area that we've already cleared, so it really does slow him down.
Yeah, looks like you're gonna fly right over top of the mountain. Right off the cloud. See it up top there, yeah, pretty wide open. That was a bad chair on that one. Yeah, a bit of one.
That one had a pretty bad split. As he went to go pull it, there was a weak spot in it, so it was able to split and peel out. Something we really try and avoid. So a barber chair is where a tree splits vertically along its fibers. So when it barber chairs, that is no longer whole value. It's just weak wood. It's too bad. That wood will still get used as saw logs, but it's just not the maximum value poles that we're going after. I'll start clearing this way. You go that way.
Sounds good.
See you down at the bottom, buddy.
See you at the bottom.
Continue on clearing. This is the crunch time.
We moved our time back because we're trying to get everybody out of the bush before the hot part of the day.
It's the first day of early shift at Middle Lake.
This is where it gets ugly. You can see we're spinning a little bit on dry ground.
Dan fights his way up the block road for a load of charred timber.
And this is actually the good part of the road.
Just climbing up there, and that's a lot of the reason why you do wind up spinning. You don't have the weight on your drives. You got to be slower, more cautious.
This dry weather, we have all the dirt just pushing out. All that's left is rock. It's like driving on marbles, except for they're sharp. Definitely got some challenges to it, that's for sure. Loaderman's gonna lift the trailer off and get the load going right away. We're not allowed to be outside the truck while we're loading, so basically you just check things over in the mirrors as best we can and take a quick look before we leave.
We're licensed for 72,000 kilograms, and we're pretty much there all the time. Like right at that spot.
It's a good load.
When you're coming down the mountain.
And you're on a steep grade like this, you gotta be very careful that it doesn't slide ahead. Like, slide right up into the cab. Little torpedoes.
Hey, Dan. Catch you later. Thank you.
I'm gonna stop at this, pull out right here and wrap up. So we'll walk along, I'll just look, make sure there's nothing that got down inside here. And you can see here, I got a rock in my tire.
It's pretty common to get at least 2 or 3 rocks in your wheels.
As it rotates around, it'll heat the tire up and blow it.
There's been lots of guys out there that didn't check.
There's another rock.
They got going down the highway, and next thing you know, boom, they got 2 tires gone.
Can't travel like this. Oh, hey, that one's not coming out with the hammer. I'm gonna put a chain around the rock, then I'll just drive over top the chain, and the chain will come tight, pull that rock out. That worked pretty good. Let's get out of here. Anybody coming up from 37?
Haven't heard on.
Okay. Had 2 rocks in my tires.
You probably have a few more by the time you get out of here, Dan.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Well, that road is fairly narrow, and you really got to pay attention to where the other drivers are on the road.
Yeah, I'm starting to see the daylight. Sun's starting to peek over the mountains there.
You're on your way down, you got all your weights pushing forward. So everything is moving forward.
It's about to get really bright out. The dust up here is going to be just unbelievable.
Some corners you come around and you can't see the road.
It's there somewhere.
There's nothing you can do about it. You just got to deal with it.
It is really bright.
Ryan, you got a copy?
And do what you can. Okay?
Got one at a time.
What's that?
Got one at a time.
Yeah, we got one laying on its side.
At the Tŝideldel office, an emergency meeting has been called.
Well, Ryan, you can start, I guess. Truck crashed this morning, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you was what on the lineup? Third truck. You had the picture? Wow. Yeah. She's a bad one.
Talked to Dan on the phone. A couple scratches, but he doesn't appear to have any injuries.
Well, glad he's okay.
A couple years ago, we had a fatality, one of the guys. And those things always bother me. And they always will, right? You never want to make that phone call. And to go through that, it's tough. So when you see that happen, that's the first thing that comes to your mind, right? Is the guy okay? Is his family going to be notified, or, did he walk away?
But he's all right.
He's lucky.
He is, yeah.
He's lucky. But had his seatbelt on. So.
You basically say, not again, right? And I say not again because that corner is infamous. They claim one truck every year.
Usually if it's real high speed, the load's spread forever, right? And that one doesn't look like it's spread that far.
Yeah.
We put all the safeguards in place, like all those trucks are governed now to 105 kilometers.
I don't think he was going that fast, but too fast for that corner, maybe.
Nobody got hurt. Write up the report.
Hello.
Well, coming down into the corner, I wasn't doing anything different than I normally have done. That particular corner has a tendency to lean you to the outside. I heard the bang, and I might have made a correction with the steering wheel. By the time I realized what was going on, it was already on its way over. There was nothing I could do, just hang on and watch the dirt come up and go, oh man, this isn't good.
Yeah, we'll just stay to one side for now, Ronnie. Keep the traffic running through single lane.
The salvage crew arrives on scene to recover Dan's truck.
Well, we'll grab this truck, you grab the pup, stand it up, and we may have to strap the cab down because it looks like I might have peeled the cab away from the frame. I'll just grab the main truck and the lead with mine. Then that truck will grab one of the axles on the pup and try to stand it all up at once. The cab might be a bit of a pain in the butt if it tries to not stay on the chassis, but won't know until we go to move it.
The logging truck, by the time it's fully rigged, like you're flirting with $500,000, right? Trucks and trailers and all the riggings on it. So it's very expensive.
A little more. There we go. Okay.
It's pretty twisted, but not the worst. That's for sure. He thinks it should be good? Or he's hoping it should be good.
Okay, get a little pull on that and straighten that over.
Okay.
Get a little pull on it. Wait for it. Just wait. Coming. Coming. Touchdown. Yeah, as you can see, the hood, cab, bullboard, tore mounts off the frame.
The truck is a write-off.
When a piece of equipment goes down, whether it's a truck or a skidder or something, you can't get those hours back. You can't get those days back.
It's a big deal. It really is. Just going through that process of having a write-off, and then it takes a long time to replace it and get things back going, right? It's a process for sure.
Hey, Seaman.
Hello.
Keep an eye out for steps.
Yeah, copy that.
Okay, thank you.
In the Spilkumten Community Forest, it's the last day of heli logging.
Yeah, everything's kind of wrapping up nicely. You know, we just got this one last patch to do, and we'll be done shortly. I got another barber chair down here. This one just wasn't cut up all the way. Jigger mistake. The whole point of single stemming is to maintain the length of these poles. Where if at barber chairs, we're taking, you know, anywhere from a few feet to 10 feet off of it because of that split. Yeah, it's just wasted wood. Fun. Ooh.
Jake stumbles on an unexpected surprise.
Looks pretty long, eh? This is just a wind throw. So this piece was just blown over previous to us getting in here, and it's a solid piece of cedar, so we'll take it.
The cedar could fetch thousands of dollars at market.
Beauty about cedar is it can be on the ground for years and still be good quality wood.
Kind of make up for barber chairs.
I mean, it helps with the program. It's like bonus wood, but we want to prevent barber chairs at any cost.
Jake bucks the cedar so it doesn't exceed the K-Max's 6,000-pound lift capacity.
Flag this thing up. Hopefully his line's long enough to reach this.
Because it's lying on the ground, Leroy will have a tough time spotting the log through the treetops.
There's some blue on here. When Leroy's flying, he's not going to be able to see that until we put a light on it and tell him exactly where it is. All right. Hello, Leroy.
Hi there. I got a B-log here. Okay, coming up there right now.
Jake will need to be Leroy's eyes on the ground.
So it's gonna be off here 1 o'clock there, Leroy. 2 o'clock now. Start slowing her up a bit here. All right.
Yeah, you're coming up on it pretty quick here. It'll be at your 10 o'clock. You have to be close enough to be able to clock them in efficiently, but far enough away that rotor wash and everything else around the forest is trying to hurt you doesn't.
50 meters.
Grapple should be pretty close to over top of it now.
There's a pink ribbon on it and a blue paint. Oh, I see your light.
Close grapple. Here you go, Leroy. Close grapple, close grapple.
Got it. Thanks, Rick, you're right.
At the end of a job, we're sort of just thinking about cleaning up all the loose ends. That usually means getting every single log marked, cleared, and accounted for.
Yeah, we're gonna work this pile right here.
As the last of the logs make their way to the landing, Darren loads them onto his truck for the trip down the mountain.
I'm a self-loading guy. I love loading logs. I'm a bush guy. City for me, I'm not into this.
Truckers need to bring that same finesse to those trees to ensure that they get to their next destination in the same shape and form and quality that we left them in. Every movement they make is about handling these trees as lightly as possible.
You got these trees hanging off the back of your load 30 or 40 feet. You know you got the right stuff.
Here we go. Load it away from landing number 1. I got more log off my trailer than I do on my trailer and truck altogether. So I'm just gonna make sure that the trailer stays up on the road. Once it leaves the road, then we're in for all kinds of trouble. As long as I keep my stuff on the road, those poles are coming with me. With all this dust here, I can't even really see the trailer. It's so far back there. There we go. I just don't want to break any of the cedar poles we got on. The cost to go into getting these things just to the truck is incredible. Helicopters and climbers and limbers and toppers and all the people that go with it. You know, so the last thing I want to do is break one because not paying attention here. Let me go. Gotta get that trailer around that rock block. So let's get around this. This is about the tightest. This is about the tightest, and I can never see my trailer back there. There we go. So dusty, man.
The hot and dry conditions are making it tough to see the road and the people who could be on it.
The Forest Service roads are open, they're not gated. We gotta know when there's gonna be public coming around at any time, or dog walkers, or motorbikes, or what have you.
Yeah, it's brutal.
I gotta stay right over to the ditch here.
Get a copy, Darren?
Yeah, go ahead.
And there's 3 bike riders near 4K.
Okay, sounds good. We're just coming on 4.5 here in a sec. We'll watch for them. Good, yeah, I'll find them. Some people think that once a truck's gone by, especially if they're on bikes, that they can get going. Well, they haven't seen 60 more feet of log coming still. And if I'm on a corner, man, I could swat up like a fly swatter.
Get a copy, Darren?
Yeah, go ahead.
And there's 3 bike riders near 4K.
In the community forest, Darren gets a call that people are biking on the Forest Service Road.
Okay, sounds good. We're just coming on 4.5 here in a sec. We'll watch for them. The biggest thing with the general public out there is they have no idea what to expect. They see a logging truck come, they all get the cameras out. Oh yeah, they're there. Oh, right on the corner. That's exactly what I didn't need them to be. I better warn them. Hey guys. Hey, I got 120-foot poles on here. As soon as I go around this corner, you see those trees? That's from me.
Okay.
That's the worst spot on earth to be standing right now. I'm gonna kill all 3 of you.
Okay. Go on, huh?
Yeah, I'll sit here, you guys go on by. Hey, just get out of the way. I don't want to kill you guys, it's Friday. That was instant death, because they would have never, ever seen what was gonna come. They just watched us go by and, you know, waving to us and having a great time. Then they're gonna get blasted with an 80-footer out the back. I think we got the memo there. Yeah, we would have killed all 3 of them. Holy. There we go. So dusty, man. My truck is brand new, so I leave my windows up because I can't stand the dust in my truck. And for some reason, that AC stopped working. It's only 11:30 and it's already 27 degrees. I'm cooking, absolutely cooking. Pretty damn warm in here. are, man. Here we are. I've been doing this since 1986. Right out of high school, basically. I love every minute of it. And all of us loggers get it. Once it's in you, yeah, you can't get rid of it. I'm gonna go back for a couple more today, and I'm gonna go get my AC fixed.
I just want this load. Basically, how I feel about it is I want to get this load, get it to town, and then it's behind me.
40 kilometers from Middle Lake, Dan returns to the scene of his accident.
And that's my load. And I wanted to be the one to go out and get it. I don't get paid unless I get that load delivered.
Hey, jumping out. Dan's a great guy. He's got a lot of miles under his belt, right? I'm sure that he regrets, that incident happening. I'm thinking he probably thinks he could do things differently to himself, right?
Is the guy okay? That's the first question. Yeah, he's good. All right. So we just bought another truck and keep on going. It does definitely impact your financials, there's no doubt about it. But what are you gonna do?
Okay, I'm gonna throw my wrappers right here.
God was on my side that day. I'm looking around and I'm going, okay, what do you want me to learn from this? And I still don't know why, but yeah, it'll be revealed to me down the road.
Us loggers don't give up. We got the load and we want to get it to town.
Logging is a tough business, but we always find a way, to work through these challenges, and very proud of that.
It feels good. Get us loaded up. My wife always says, quit looking in the rearview mirror because you're driving forward. That's the way it is in life. You're always looking back, you can't move forward.
In Pemberton, the K-Max delivers the last pole to the landing. And the final phase of integrated single-stem operation is complete.
We're taking everybody out for supper and beers.
Leroy's just so experienced. He knows how to do it all. He's a logger at heart that understands what it takes to have a quick turn and to do that all day long and to keep things moving.
You look down this pile, you can see how they don't have a lot of taper, there's not a lot of defect, there's not a lot of big knots. We got a lot of beautiful poles sitting here, the client's happy, so I'm stoked, yeah. It feels good. We've done our jobs, we can move on to the next one.
On the hill,
We did it!
the clearing crew waits for their last ride down the mountain.
It's a beautiful day to finish. All the boys are pretty excited to go home and have some time off.
A lot of hiking. Yeah, sounds like you were all over God's green earth today.
I learned a lot. I learned that climbing is very hard.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh.
I think this is where I'm supposed to be. Yeah, I can't see myself anywhere else.
I think it was Hannibal from the A-team who said, I love it when a plan comes together. And that's me.
I'm pretty proud that when we're done logging, you just see forest. Most people wouldn't even know we were there. I mean, the forest isn't just about the trees. The forest is an ecosystem that exists on multiple levels.
We have a great opportunity to connect with the forest, and that forest has its own spirit, and it's an amazing thing that the Liuat people say that we are the Uhual Miuch Tamiuch, we are one with the land.
Coming to the end of the job here, but there's really not a lot of time to relax. We're moving on to the next one. I know Sig's already getting things ready.
Hey, Sig, you on there?
Hey, Kurt. Just off to do a weather check. Keep you updated.
Thank you.
On Vancouver Island, Sig and the integrated salvage team are back in the Narrows.
Let's take a walk here. Be like a billy goat and a ninja in the bush today. So this is what we're looking for.
They're salvaging high-value cedar from the forest floor. A Sikorsky S-61 heavy lift helicopter has been contracted to fly the logs off the hill.
The Narrows this time around is way more complex. We've got 100% water drop, and it's spread out over 20 kilometers of water. So it's super complex.
Yeah, 300-foot ceilings. There's no way the 61 can even get out here right now.
The biggest uncontrollable factor that we deal with is fog. We don't fly when it's foggy, so it's really frustrating. We didn't have access to the helicopter until now. We've missed the weather window. Now we've got fall rains, low ceiling, sea fog coming in. It's a nerve-wracking game.
With over $500,000 already invested in the project,
This is the wood we flew yesterday. We're gonna go take a look to see what the quality of the wood looks like.
Integrated is counting on the Narrows to pay off like it did last season.
I'm surprised how many smaller pieces we got. On a big day, we're burning up probably $60,000 worth of helicopter time. What you see in front of you would have to pay all our costs, including the helicopter times.
This is hands down one of the most expensive ways to log. There's no way around that. As a result, we need a certain type of product to pay for this work. We're always on a razor's edge because of the cost.
Over the next 10 to 14 days, we've got to harvest over 1 million pounds of logs. Very, very tight still.
How does the weather look, Kurt?
Worse than it was before.
It's nerve-wracking, and it's really unfortunate. It's nothing like what we had hoped for, to put it completely bluntly.
Next time on Timber Titans.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
When you're fighting a log for 1 hour, you could have yarded in about 20 logs in that hour.
This is going to be slow.
It's frustrating.
Really steep and really rocky.
A little sketchy here.
Whoa.
So it's very, very tough.
This is not looking good.
Jeez, it's ready to tip.